Hey, Akari Warrior, you ready to play some Darksiders?
Oh, I am always ready for Darksiders.
Awesome, because we got some item collection to do.
Oh boy!
Yeah. Yeah, it's always the best. So you may remember this treasure chest. I did actually mention it in the last set of videos. We never got it, though. For some reason, I became busy had to go F with some trains, so here we are collecting our special little... what is it, Abyssal? Oh no, it's just the map.
Yep, he's treasure box. He's map.
And down below there's actually a wonderful little artifact of the soldier.
Yoink.
And that's it for this room. And I still allow it to play until I've jumped out of the water. There we go. So you may remember this one as well. This is actually where we mentioned that the artifact of the champion was, so we're going to go ahead and take a look into that bad boy. Once you finish that puzzle, it fills up with water, and you can see that down here there's a nice little pipe. And if you enter that pipe, then head upwards. Here is the artifact of the champion. And the insides of war.
Artifact of the clipping error.
And more swimming.
Yay. Because we didn't have enough of that last video.
I don't like transitioning out unless I absolutely know that we're out of water. It's a rule. The unwritten rule of the road.
Yeah, I got nothing for that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Rule of the sea.
I don't remember where I'm going. Or why this is still in here. I assume there's a reason, but I could be wrong.
Oh, I hope there's a reason. Oh good, we get to watch you
You
fail
wish
at this
there's
again.
a reason.
Oh, I do wish there's a reason, other than to watch you fail at this. Oh, you got it! Amazing.
I figured it out eventually.
Oh, kind
To be
of.
such a hater.
It's so much
Ha!
fun.
There was no reason. Awesome.
And now, on with the show! Yes?
What the hell am I doing?
Oh.
Oh, I was supposed to cut that part. Yep.
I guess you still could.
No, I can't because we're talking over it.
It doesn't matter.
You don't matter.
Oh, that was uncalled for.
What the hell is happening? Okay.
Whee! Oh, now we're buying stuff and fast forward.
Yeah, I actually didn't want to bother showing this whole thing, but we did pick up some new abilities. We got the Air Tremor Smash and the Air Reaper Blade. And I don't remember why I picked up Whirlwind. Meteor Strike's good. Sword Uppercut's not really. But that's what Meteor Strike does. Meteor Strike is pretty useful, being that you can use it to chain dashes around and allows you to move a little bit faster. And this is our little ground pound ability. Kind of pushes away enemies. It's a little bit useful if you need to clear we need to do some crowd control clearing. Also, our uppercut slash, good God, I can't talk right now, is extended a little bit further.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool looking move.
Anyway,
Now-
that's it.
Now back to the show for realsies.
For realsies, not for play. Alright, so we have a new area we need to head to, and the minimap is not there. There it is. As you can see, it's behind this wonderful ice wall, which we now have access to. Go away, you piece of crap. Oh, epic finisher.
Nice.
And breaking this ice will give us access to the Asslands, or at least the transitory part to the Asslands, but thankfully it's much shorter than the previous ones.
Hooray! I like shorter transitory parts.
Although, to be honest, as we've mentioned previously, the Asslands is kind of just a giant transitory part. The dungeon and it just blends all together into this really long stretch of video.
Which is actually kind of cool.
It's cool, it just makes it difficult for editing. I mean, I have absolutely no idea where these videos are going to end.
Well, it may be a bitch for editing, but it's good flow to me. Although I have to admit, I was kind of like Where is the actual dungeon proper? And then all of a sudden I'm at the boss.
And you're like, oh, that was the dungeon proper. So the chronospheres. Akari doesn't like the chronospheres.
Nope, I sure don't.
Explain to the world why you don't like this wonderful mechanic given to us by the gods.
Well, for one, you have to deal with that stupid distortion effect. And for two, Samael gives you the ability to... Okay, that's messed up. Samael gives you the ability to control chronospheres, but why can't you just carry one with you? I don't know, it just seems like a very arbitrary power-up.
Yeah, it is. In fact, all the power-ups that it gives us from here on out are extremely arbitrary. But, yeah, and FYI, what just happened back there, you actually can't do it correctly the first time, even if you know what you're doing. It will actually play the cutscene and interrupt the whole shenanigans. Which is why that just happened.
Which is shenanigans unto itself.
Indeed. Evil shenanigans.
Eat car.
So, this guy.
Yep, we're not tired of these guys yet.
Oh, he wanted to give me a hug.
With explosive results.
Yeah, at least he's dead. Anyway, so this section is a little bit more of underground tunnels, sort of looking identical to the subways we were in, but it's not that long. It's just a little bit of platforming. And some dudes we can kill really easy. That was the Air Reaper move. It's basically the same thing as the ground spinning attack. It just does it in the air. Its usefulness is debatable.
I debate that it's useless. I can say for certain I didn't get many, if any, of the upgrades for the scythe.
Yeah, to be honest, a lot of these upgrades are pretty damn useless. Buzzsaw and Harpoon Tackle are really the only key ones. Side ones will give you some extra functionality, but it's not that important. And this is why you hate the gun.
Yes, because you kill the weak ass bats and the weak ass enemies, no problem. Then they throw new powerful enemies, and all of a sudden, yeah, they're useless.
The funny thing is they're not even any more powerful. You can still run up and kill them instantly with a B button.
Yeah, well, the difference is that they could probably withstand more like melee damage, even though they have that instant kill. But they can also, the new ones hurl projectiles.
Well, so do the fire ones.
That's true. We don't see a lot of the fire ones.
No, we don't. In fact, I don't even remember if they're outside that dungeon. Probably not.
I actually like this stretch of road. It kind of reminds me of the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I actually like pretty much all of the Ashlands. It's got a good look to it. I mean, every game needs its intro to a desert section and an extremely desert once we get further on.
Yeah.
We're about to actually meet a new enemy once this guy stops dicking around. Die.
We'll meet a new enemy once leading man stops dicking around.
That guy was up in my business, okay? So he had to be dealt with.
That guy.
We don't allow that in my neighborhood. Alright, so we got some fallen angels. They have a nice vocal filter.
And tell me, leading man, what's the difference between the fallen angels and the angel angels?
What? Not a lot.
Because they're pretty much identical to me.
Yeah, they look different.
Yeah, that's about it. And they have a different voice filter.
Yeah, they shoot... I think they shoot less. I don't know. But
yeah,
other than that, they're pretty much identical.
Yep, even down to the same finisher.
Yep. And they die pretty quick, too, so they're not even considerably stronger or anything.
Yep. That's pretty cool. At least they address war proper. They know their place in the food chain.
Well, they actually did in the beginning of the game, too. I mean, when war approached, they immediately freaked out, so he does have some sort of clout with these guys.
Especially after he whips some ass.
So, over here, we have a couple things. First up, we have a thing that we can't... Well, we'll explain them later. Again, it's the same glowy thing that Akari mentioned before. Here's a first chance we get to actually sort of take a immediate look at one.
I definitely missed that one over there. The artifact.
It's right next to the thing. How did you miss it? You have to get those little glowy things.
Because I didn't pan the camera the other way.
And down here is a chest. Across where you see that giant face carved out of stone, that is a Vulgrim point that we'll be heading to in a second. Really just to pick it up, even though there's no real good reason why, but you kind of want one in every zone just in case at the end when you're doing some item roundup you can just port everywhere you need.
Yeah,
Not extremely useful, but whatever.
Considering its proximity to that yellow thing that we'll need later.
That's true. And then also there's a nice thing that the Vulgrim symbols are floating in his eyes, which is pretty cool. I mean, we're done here. We don't even really have anything to pay with, so no reason to even visit him.
We purchased all that we desired.
And stuff I didn't even really desire.
Yeah.
That's how thorough I am.
For the sake of completion.
This actually looks like some place you could go to, but if you try jumping over there, you're pretty much fucked.
Yeah, you'll just fall down and they'll respawn you on the top. Which is kind of one of the shittier invisible walls in the game, but what you gonna do?
Yeah, that one only bothers me because it really looks like it should be doable.
Exactly.
There's a few like that, though. There's his projectile.
Did you send it back to him or something?
Yeah, I flung it back at him if you counter him.
Oh, okay. Never done that before.
Oh! Dramatic entrance! This
Oh, hey.
grapple claw means business.
It's a new kind of enemy that we've seen already.
That would actually not be the definition of new.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
hey,
that's
look,
right.
it's a stupid old enemy.
Now that's not nice. Kind of rude. Poor guy.
Whatever. He deserves it.
He tries hard. He got all A's in his demonology class.
Yeah, until he got bitch slapped by Chaos Form War.
That's pretty true. Squish! Oh god. Alright. This is where it begins. So as you can see, there's a floating crate gripped by one of those stupid crustacean things. Over there, there is a bombable red crystal bullshit. And over here there's something, which I don't remember what it is. It's a chest. So there's quite a few little elements to this puzzle. Over to the left, there's actually some bomb flowers, which we can use to break the rock in the back. And which, for some reason, I was damn possessed that I needed to use to kill the crustacean guy, because that's kind of how we, how you do it a lot. So here I am exploring.
Even though you used the crossblade to hit the crustacean thing in the Twilight Cathedral to get the abyssal armor piece.
I actually did not.
Eh?
I did not do that. You have actually not seen that in video.
Huh.
I did that later, but I did not do that during this.
Well.
So at this point, I do not know I can do that.
Oh, because that's what I did. That was like the first thing I did.
Yep, and that's why I'm referring to this as the glorious fail that I mentioned in previous videos. We are neck deep in it.
Only leading man.
Told you, I fail like no other. If I'm gonna fail, I'm at least gonna do it uniquely.
That was just sadness.
That was lucky.
Stupid red wall slash.
So yeah, I have absolutely no idea how I'm supposed to do this at this point. Here are the bomb flowers. Cannot get to the bomb flowers.